So guys, we got some juicy stories to get to today. The first one being Henry Cavill accepting a role in the MCU. Now take this with a grain of salt because it's a rumor, but this is coming from industry insider MyTimeToShineHello. And guys, I would love to see Henry Cavill in the MCU, but this has been a speculation and a rumor and in the circulation of the fandom for a couple years now, and honestly, him being in the MCU would be a perfect fit. Already having that experience with Superman and in Witcher, and it seems like unfortunately neither of those franchises ended up working out for him. This will be a great next step. Get him in Marvel, get him involved with some kind of role. Now again, this is coming from MyTimeToShineHello, and they say over on Twitter that he was offered something else and he accepted, and this is in response to a tweet from Blu-ray Angel who says would be a great villain of Doctor Doom. So sounds like he won't be Doctor Doom and that's been debunked, but Captain Britain would be a great choice. And Henry himself commented on this in 2021 and said, and I quote, "I'm never going to say a Marvel character that is already being played by someone else because everyone's doing such an amazing job. However, I have the internet and I have seen the various rumors about Captain Britain. That would be loads of fun to do a cool modernized version of that, like the way they modernized Captain America. There's something fun about that, and I do love being British." Now there's also a reboot of X-Men on the way and Spider-Man 4 right around the corner. Maybe he could be playing Cyclops, maybe he could be another role within Spider-Man 4. We'll have to wait and see, guys, but I love the sound of Henry Cavill in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Make it happen, Kevin. If you already have it, make it happen, Gav. Let's get him over here. Speaking of rumors, this one is coming from insider DanielRPK, who says that Spider-Man 4 is currently being written and apparently will lead directly into Avengers 5 and 6. Though nothing has been officially announced, Spider-Man 4 is said to be in early stages of development, but according to this rumor, apparently they want it to come out much quicker than we think. According to RPK, the story will lead directly into the events of the movie Avengers Secret Wars and set things up. Now, there's been a lot of talk about Spider-Man 4 and what it's going to be about. There's one side of the coin, Sony, that wants it to be more multiverse, more No Way Home shenanigans, more Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, but Kevin Feige and Tom Holland want it to be a more character-focused Peter Parker Spider-Man story where it's a street level meetup with Daredevil and maybe even more street team members and going up against Kingpin. Now, Vincent D'Onofrio hasn't confirmed that he's playing Kingpin in this movie, so nobody knows exactly where they're going with it, but if it's setting up Avengers 5 and 6, my guess is that it's going to be more of a multiverse story and maybe even include Andrew and Tobey again. Now, you guys gotta let me know your thoughts in the comments, but I'm sure most of you will agree. I want this to be a street level Spider-Man in New York type of movie. I don't really want it to be multiverse. We already got so much of that. He's involved in Avengers Endgame. He's involved in Avengers Infinity War. I don't need more of that. I would love to have him running on the streets, doing his thing in Queens. Let's get that back. I would much rather have Spider-Man boots on the ground, feet on the ground, in the street, y'all, teaming up to take down Kingpin. Imagine him leading the Defenders from the Netflix shows and taking on Kingpin. That would be so phenomenal. That's the Spider-Man 4 I'm hoping for, and that's what I've got my fingers crossed for. But speaking of Spider-Man, weird update coming from the Silk Spider Society TV show. Apparently they have fired all of their writers. Now, the showrunner Angela Kang is still going to be involved, but the Inkler is reporting that the writer's room has been scrapped for Silk Spider Society, and that apparently they're reworking the series to focus on a more male-skewing audience. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but Amazon does have male skewing TV shows with Reacher and The Boys and Jack Ryan, but there's also successful female skewing shows as well, so I'm not sure what this big change is about. There have been other shows and movies that have gotten overhauls recently as well, like Blade, and more popularly Daredevil had a huge overhaul, so I'm not entirely sure why they're overhauling this in order to make it a more male skewing show. It's weird. This is a female Spider-Man show. Why are we making this male skewing, and what exactly does that mean? Because this is a teenage character and we do not need to be being inappropriate with a teenage character. So, but y'all gotta let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And then coming from that same article from the Inkler, an update about the Spider-Man Noir TV series. Apparently Nicolas Cage is in heavy talks to return and star as Spider-Man Noir in a live action Spider-Man Noir series. Now this series, along with Silk, has been talked about for a little while, and it will also take place in the Sony Spider-Man universe, but there was no confirmation on who was going to actually play Spider-Man Noir, and now it sounds like Nicolas Cage wants to come back to the role. So guys, you gotta let me know about that wacky Silk update. That's a little weird, a little strange. Thought it was a very odd one, but maybe it has something to do with the way Madam Web is performing right now, which I hate that it's a female-centered superhero movie performing so badly. I don't want it to become like, oh, we gotta make it male skewed, we gotta make it male-centric. I don't think that's necessary. Just make a good movie, because Madam Web was so bad. But hey, I like the Marvels, I like Wonder Woman, I like a lot of female-centered superhero movies. I don't know why that seems to maybe be their issue with this. I don't know, I'm not sure, but you guys gotta let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think about the news? What do you think about the rumor about Henry Cavill accepting a role in the MCU, Spider-Man 4 and its update leading into the Avengers movies, and the Silk TV show losing writers, and of course, Nicolas Cage coming back as Spider-Man Noir? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys, and hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below for updates on Marvel, DC, movies, and TV, guys, and we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.